So we've arrived at the Tulum ruins. Starts off at 85 pesos for just general entry, and that goes up to 800 per person if you want to get transport to the ruins and then also snorkeling and things like that. Bit of a mission to get in, but we're in. And there's people with monkeys.
Very friendly. You want to hold it?
Poor little monkey.
Don't forget, we need money for the wall.
We had all these plans to arrive at 9 o'clock when it opened, but in typical us fashion, once we'd stopped off at the 4 different ticket booths that were just trying to sell us tours, we finally got in at 12 o'clock.
Let's not forget the Starbucks tour we had, which was absolutely worth it.
Yeah, there was a Starbucks, which was nice. It's baking hot. I suppose one of the benefits of it being midday is that a lot of the people have all gone and found shade, so it's a lot quieter because there are thousands of people here.
Yeah.
It's like Tulums, Disneyland, all different souvenir shops, Starbucks, Subway. There's a train that can bring it, well, I say train, it's like one of those, what are they called?
Well, it's a truck kind of thing, isn't it? With a lot of seating. Like it's a tram, not even a tram.
Like a land, no.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Like a
I was going to say
land-
land train, but trains are land
No,
trains.
like a
Like a train, but
you know
on
those
tyres
boats?
instead of
Yeah.
tracks.
like a boat that goes into the sea and the
Jesus, they must have a name.
well, you have an open bus kind of thing, but it used to be a truck, what it looks like, and you have like a lot of people sitting in there. Looks like an army truck, really. Like, you know.
Does anybody
military.
know what we're describing?
We're good. We're good.
Yeah, one of those things anyway that brings you
We'll film them on the way back. How
that
about
you can pay for, but we're not quite sure how much it is to just get that
that?
train by itself.
It was supposed to be 25 pesos, what I read online, but
There's no way it's 25
Yeah.
pesos. We didn't get a tour because we're gonna save that money for Chichen Itza to get a proper tour of that. So what we're doing here is slowing down as we walk past tours to see if we can pick up any useful information.
Tulum means wall. very
Tulum
important.
means wall. It was a 3-walled fortress with the open wall being the ocean. So it's got the Mayan port where the wall opens up. So the Spanish turned up, as the Spanish do, and with them brought all of their Spanish diseases, and that wiped a lot of the Mayan culture out that was here, and then the rest of them just left. Yeah, that's what happened.
It's everyone, like all around
Well, not
here.
can't have been all Mayans.
Well, there's still people in the jungle somewhere which they either haven't actually not found or got found so late that they've been protected.
So when the Spanish came,
Yeah,
it was the end of Mayans
yeah,
in Mexico.
yeah. I think so.
There you go.
We maybe should Google that.
Whether that's true or not, it's true now. Just if you've got any exams coming up on Mayan culture,
Use us as a
maybe.
reference.
maybe check that first.
It was like 2012 where the world was supposed to end. That was a Mayan calendar. But if you look back, it was actually 8 years difference, because at some point we skipped 8 years of time counting. So it would have been what they predicted to be the end of the world, would have been 2020. we know what happened 2020, didn't we? So I guess they were right, kind of. Yeah.
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
Who needs to pay money for a tour guide when you've got a German and playerdelcarmen.com?
Alright, so I've googled a couple of things. Tulum was originally called Zama, which means sunrise. The coastal reef acts as a barrier. Tulum was a school of astronomy attended by the Aztec nobles.
Aztec nobles.
The city of Tulum was a major gateway for connecting the Mayan Peninsula and other people from Honduras and Gulf of Mexico. Tulum is the third most visited archaeological site in Mexico and has more than 2 million visitors per year.
Lost Jackie. I turned my back for 2 seconds and she's with that guy now. It was nice whilst it lasted. But oh well, wasn't to be. We've had to resort to reading the signs.
Well, it's so much text on here, I can't read all of it. So it's a trading port as well, like very used as a trading port, and extended from central Mexico to Honduras, navigating along the coast, bays and coasts and inlets, as well as rivers, lakes, and I have no idea what that word means. They just had canoes, so they couldn't really go into open sea. So they made sure they hung to the coastline or travel in shallow waters as means of protection.
Are we done with Tulum Ruins?
I think we are done with Tulum Ruins, yes. We've seen everything. We've read like about 2 of the 100 signs they have displayed. We've listened to about 8 different tour guides in a sentence.
Is it worth coming to?
Yes, absolutely. I think it's beautiful.
It's up to you if you want to do a tour or not. If you're mobile enough, then it's not worth getting the tractor, tram, train, bus, cart thing, like, because it's really not that far a walk. They tell you it's a 40-minute walk, but it's actually like 5.
And if you're interested in the facts and everything, get a tour guide.
Yeah.
I mean, $30, it is some kind of money, but if you're on a 2-week vacation, that's fine.
And if you do get a tour guide, comment on this video and tell us what was true and what wasn't.
Good idea.
That would be helpful. And then we'll learn something too.
So now that we've seen them, what do we call them?
A person truck. It's going to run us over one way or another. What's one of them called? A people truck.